Hi students, today we will resume our class in function. In last video, we understand the difference between the call by value and the call by reference. So in function, we're going to use the function in all the other remaining chapters, especially with the pointers and the structures and the recursion. In next video, we're gonna learn about call by name, which is the recursion. But before we go to recursion, let's go through the questions, guys, and we're gonna solve a few questions about the function. So the first question, it's write a C program to show the simple structures of our function. So in this question, he asks us to find the sum between two numbers. In function, guys, we understand that we have first to do the function declaration. This is the function declaration, which is that the integer sum, and also we having the two arguments. After that, guys, we have the function call here, which is the total equals sum 5 and 6. We don't have to scan the two value because the two value it's already giving the 5 and the 6. This is the function call. And in the last one, guys, we have the function declaration. This is how we declare the function integer s. It's equal a and b. So the output will be the sum between the 5 and 6. All right. So we understand that it's a function declaration, function call, and function definition. This is how we solve the function. All right. The second question, guys, is write a C to find the square of any numbers using function. I solve this question for you guys in the note, so we're going to skip it and we're going to go to the third question. The third question, it's a similar question of the second question. It's write a C program to find a cube of any number using a function. So this is how we declare the cube. The cube, it's a number, guys. This is how we get the cube. The cube, it's equal a number multiplied by number multiplied by number, so it's going to give us a cube. The square before, it's a number multiplied by number, it's give us a square. First, we assign a meaningful name of a function. We call it say as a cube. We call it a cube, and then the function should accept a number whose cube is to be calculated, hence a function definition. And finally, the function should return to a cube. So how are we going to solve it, guys? We're going to solve it the similar way that we solve it the square. First of all, we declare the function, then we call and we define. First of all, we use the double. This is how we function declaration, how we declare the function. Why I use the double, guys? You can go to chapter 2. Why I didn't use the float? Because the double, it's more precise than the float and taking more values than the float. All right, this is how we declare the function we have, and also we have the argument here. All right, and then after that, this is how we call the function. This is the function call, guys. It's a C equal a cube number, and we go down here, and this is the function. This is the function definition, which is that the number multiplied by number, it will go right away to the call. This is the function call and execute the program for us. All right. Okay. So the fourth question, guys, you can see it here. I'm just gonna make it for you as a homework until I share the notes with you. All right, I'm gonna just make it as a homework for you till I share. But it's a simple thing, guys. We're gonna solve it the way that we solve the other questions, what we're gonna do, we're gonna declare, we're gonna call, and finally we will define it, it will go to the call and execute the program for us. All right. So we have question number 5. Write a C program to find the maximum and the minimum between two number using a function. We solved this question in the note, but it doesn't matter. We're going to go through it. So we already learned that to find the maximum, to find the first of all, guys, we give a meaningful name of our function, say max function, used to find the max min max between two numbers. Second, we need to find the maximum between two numbers. In each questions, guys, I decided to write all the declaration and all how you're gonna solve the questions. All right. Okay, so what do we have? We have the function declaration. We have integer max, which is we have the two arguments. We have two numbers, 1 and 2, and then integer min. We have two numbers, 1 and 2. All right, this is how we declare the function. After that, guys, we call the function max is equal max number 1 and number 2, call maximum function, and then minimum, we're calling that minimum function. The last thing, guys, we declare integer max. We're returning if the number, we can use the if statement, guys, but I didn't use here the if statement. I just solve this question in a different way. We're returning to if the number 1 it's bigger than number 2, then after that it's gonna return to the max here. All right, but if number 1 returning, you can see here we're gonna return if number 1 it's less than number 2. It's supposed to be less, but that we're gonna return to min. All right, so we have integer max and we have an integer min. We can use the if statement if we want to solve this questions, but we can solve it in other way, where we're going to return if n1 it's bigger than n2, it's going to return to max. Other than that, it will be minimum. All right. Okay, so we have the last question, guys. It's not the last question, but I will share more questions with you, but it's going to be a last question in our video. It's a write a C program to check even and odd using a function. All right, how are we going to do it? It's the similar thing, guys. First, we give a meaningful name of the function, and finally, per name, the function must return to true. All right, how are we going to do it? First, we declare the function. This is how we declare the function. We declare it as an integer. Integer is even. This is the argument, and we're returning to this one, what n and 1. All right, so what do we have, guys? In every binary number that has the least significant bit to 0, it's even, and odd otherwise. This because the power of 2, it's 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. So what happened is that when you do the bitwise, and with 1 you obtain 0 if the least significant bit was 0 and 1 otherwise. So you can easily recognize if the number, if it's even, by doing that. All right, okay. We can use, guys, the if statement, but I decided to solve this question in a different way. So if it's even, you return here. All right, if it's even. But if it's odd, you can see you can see print the number it's even, else print the number it's odd if it's return to 0. If it's 0, then you return to the odd number. All right, but guys, in either way you can solve it in using the if statement, but you have to first of all declare and then call, and after that define the function. All right, okay, until next video guys, thank you very much.